The statement signed by Secretary to Government of the Federation and Chairman Presidential Committee on COVID-19, Boss Mustafa, provides general information on new COVID-19 measures and protocols for containment of the disease. The federal government acknowledged the improvements in the multi-sectoral response to the coronavirus pandemic and wants all the existing guidelines on proper hygiene to be maintained. The ease of the lockdown is also characterized by enforceable actions such as compulsory use of non-medical face masks covering for all persons while in public spaces, mandatory temperature checks to be conducted in public spaces. Religious gatherings are still restricted and mandatory supervised isolation of persons arriving from outside the country for at least 14 days. The imposition of overnight nationwide curfew from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. starting from May 4th to 17, 2020. Movement of persons between local government areas is strongly discouraged except for critical healthcare, work and shopping for necessary food items. For the agricultural sector, persons above the age of 65 years and those with underlying chronic illness such as diabetes and high blood pressure are advised to remain at home. Trucks bearing agricultural and animal products are allowed easy passage. Government offices and other corporate entities are to open from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily with limited staff working to between 30 to 50% so as to maintain social distancing. Local authorities are allowed to determine date and time for the opening of neighborhood markets, abattoirs and warehouses not more than 3 times a week. Recreational centers such as beer parlors, clubs, gardens and others are to remain closed with suspension of the usage of recreational parks, communal sports, concerts, social parties, movie theaters, amongst others, except for food restaurants which are allowed to open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. only for buy and takeaway services. All schools are to remain closed to further evaluation as schools are encouraged to continue with e-learning and visual teaching. State governments and security agencies are therefore enjoined to ensure effective strict enforcement of the guidelines as the level of compliance will be reviewed in 2 weeks before additional guidelines for phase 2 will be issued. In Abuja, doing Dia NT News.